How to rank #1 on YouTube almost instantly without having a major following, without relying on a marketing agency, or even stumbling your way through social media. What's up, guys? My name is Corey Oldham, and I'm going to show you in this training how to do exactly that. How to rank #1 on YouTube almost instantly. And no, you don't have to have a major following. No, you don't have to rely on a marketing agency. No, you don't have to stumble through social media. No, you don't even have to publish consistently. There's a very systematic step-by-step blueprint, a process to being ranked #1 on YouTube almost instantly. And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you in this training. And without further delay, let's dive in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And here we go. So how to rank #1 on YouTube almost instantly without having any major following, having to rely on a marketing agency, or even if you've stumbled your way through social media. Have you ever been there? I've been there. I can raise my hand. I've definitely been there. It's a frustrating place to be, but I want to show you the other side. I want to show you how to rank #1, not number last, #1 on YouTube almost instantly. Here we go. Let's start off with a quote by Joe Polish, who leads the Genius Network. He said something really, really interesting that hit home with me a few years ago. He said, "There's no relationship between being good and getting paid." Have you ever been there? Have you ever raised your hand and said, "Oh my gosh, the person next to me, I'm so much better than them, but they're making more money than me"? Have you ever been there? I've been there. It's a super frustrating place to be. But he says there's no relationship between being good. You can be the best on the planet. There's no relationship between being good and getting paid. But the other half of that statement is, however, there's a huge relationship between being good at marketing and getting paid. A huge relationship between being good at marketing and getting paid. Now, I've seen business owners, entrepreneurs be the very best on the planet in their craft, and their businesses are empty. And it's certainly a frustrating place to be. So let's show you the other side. Let's unveil that curtain. Let's pull it back and show you the relationship between being good at marketing and getting paid. This is what gets you ranked #1 on YouTube almost instantly. So we're no longer in the age of attention. Information, I'm sorry. We're no longer in the age of information. The information's already out there. We can go Google essentially anything. We're now in the age of attention, of jumping up and shouting, grabbing people's attention. I can't remember the exact number, but it's something like 20 years ago, we're hit with 500 or so ads every single day. And at this point, 20 years later, we're hit with 5,000. So the ability to grab someone's attention, pull them into your circle, into your market, into your business is much harder now than it was even just 20 years ago, because we're no longer in the age of information. We're in the age of attention, grabbing attention from our potential buyer, our potential customer, and pulling them in, or getting them to just walk in. But we have to do what? We have to get out of the obscurity and get their attention. So a question I get from clients a lot is, how do I get attention on my content? How do I get attention on my content? Because they're trying to create content because they know that's the age of attention, not information, because we can Google everything. They're trying to get attention, but they're saying, how do I get attention to my content? Now, I'm going to let you know, first and foremost, there is a formula to getting attention. And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you in this training today. That is what you're going to get, is the formula to getting attention to your content online. Okay, just as a little social proof, I've ranked #1 on YouTube. Here's just a couple of screenshots when I posted from a channel that's a small channel. And I did this on purpose. I did it from a small channel, publishing inconsistently on this channel. And I wanted to show, hey, there is a framework to getting ranked #1. And I was able to rank #1 multiple times with this specific channel. So if you look over at the screenshot on the left, it says creating Facebook ads that convert. Well, that's a heavy topic when it comes to YouTube. There are a lot of videos on YouTube that talk about creating Facebook ads that convert. However, I'm ranked #1. I'm ranked #1 because of the things that I'm going to share with you in this training today. So I'm going to pull back that curtain. I'm going to unveil all the systems and frameworks that allowed me to get ranked #1. So I'm ranked #1 in a few different videos here. Just as an example, over on the right, secret website for selling products. I had posted, it had no views. It had been posted 2 minutes ago, and it's already outranking a video with 1.1 million views. How many people would like to be able to do that? I'm going to show you. And it's not a gimmick. It's not just a trick. It's a framework. It's a strategy to consistently and predictably be ranked number one and stay there. Not just, oh, I was ranked number one for a couple seconds. Nope. I want to rank number one and stay there. And I want that video to grow, and I want the channel to grow. And so the frameworks we're going to be teaching you today are going to do just that. You say, Corey, I want to hear more, but who are you? Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a doctor. I'm a marketer. I'm a funnel builder. I'm a software company owner. And if you look at the picture down at the bottom middle, that's me training entrepreneurs, business owners just like you on the systems and frameworks on growing their business online. So I was showing them this in this conference a couple of years ago, and I'm going to show you a lot of those things today in this training. So who's this training for? It's for the entrepreneur. It's for the business owner. It's for the content creator. Or if you're just starting out, this training is still for you. If you're just starting out saying, hey, I'm getting my feet wet with creating content and selling things online, or if you're still in your 9-to-5 and just have the dream of starting out and becoming the entrepreneur, becoming the business owner, because you want to leave that 9-to-5 and you want to work on your own terms. How would that feel? You'd say, oh my gosh, I feel like that would be amazing. I'm afraid to take that step. I'm going to show you how to take that step today. So if you're just starting out, still in your 9-to-5, you can do it too. Or if you're the seasoned entrepreneur, the business owner, the content creator, we can amplify your impact as well with this training. So we're going to go over all of that for you today. So how to rank number one on YouTube almost instantly without having to rely on any major following, having to rely on a marketing agency, or stumbling your way through social media. We've got 3 secrets we're going to cover today. The first one is the little known hack that high-level content creators take advantage of that instantly catapults their social media engagement. Secret number 2, how to ethically knock off your competitors and leverage the techie pieces of their ranked content that are under the hood without being techie yourself. I'm not techie. You don't have to be techie to be able to complete things that I'm going to show you, the frameworks that I'm about to show you here in just a moment. Secret number 3, how I create content that scientifically matches what my audience is looking for without wasting time in research tools galore. If you've been a content creator or business owner, entrepreneur for any level of time, you've realized, hey, there are all kinds of gadgets and gizmos out there that want to grab your attention in terms of research tools galore, and it can be a frustrating thing. We're just going to cut through all the weeds and all the chatter and go straight to the source. That's what we're going to do today. So let's get to it. Secret number 1, the little known hack that high-level content creators take advantage of that instantly catapults their social media engagement. Okay. So when it comes to publishing your content online, the platform matters. Now, I say that with all sincerity because a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs, when they're doing this, they ask a very specific question. They ask, which platform do I want to use? And I'm going to invite you to ask a different question from a different perspective, because it's not about us, the business owner, the entrepreneur. It's about the customer, the potential buyer. So if I want to get in front of them, I've got to get in front of some traffic. And somebody, a mentor years ago said, hey, you don't have to create traffic online. The traffic is already there. You just got to go stand in front of it. So if you're wanting to stand in front of traffic online, so to speak, virtually, you got to find it. So instead of wondering where I want to publish, where's the traffic of my customer? So if I can ask that question, where's the traffic of my customer, and just go stand in front of it, wouldn't that just be a huge hack to the game? Instead of saying, do I want to have a podcast? Do I want to have a YouTube channel? Do I want to have a Facebook page or an Instagram or a blog or whatever the thing? I'm going to ask a different question. I invite you to ask the same thing. Where is the traffic of my buyer, and where can I stand in front of it? Because if my customer is on YouTube, should I be on Instagram? Or if my customer is a blogger, should I have a podcast, right? I want to stand in front of my traffic. I don't want to create it. The traffic's already there. You just got to go stand in front of it, okay? So when it comes to publishing your content, the platform matters, and it matters to your customer, your buyer. Where is your buyer would be my question to you. And the question that I invite you to ask yourself, hey, where's my buyer? Hey, just go get in front of them, right? So let's go over a couple of platforms. The platform matters, the various platforms. Here's 4 of them just as an example, because we know these names. These are bigger names that have been around for some time. We understand Facebook. We know Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Okay, so we've got just a couple of them, 4 examples. Now, the thing that I want you to think about is the psychology of the user. Now, I use all of these. I use Facebook, I use Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and I have all the apps on my phone. I use all of them. However, when I'm on each platform, the psychology of me, the user, may be different. Let me show you. So the psychology of the user on Facebook. If I'm going to go onto my phone and I'm going to pull this thing out and I'm going to scroll through my Facebook newsfeed, what am I there to do? Really? What am I there to do? I'm just there to hang out and see what's what. I'm there to see friends, family, pictures, birthdays. Am I really searching for something in particular? Not necessarily. The vast majority of the time when I go to Facebook, what am I there to do? I'm there to hang out and see what's what through the scroll. And that's okay. That's what the platform is designed for. Okay. But understand the psychology of the user for a Facebook page. If I have a Facebook page and I'm trying to promote a business, are they necessarily looking for businesses that are trying to promote themselves if they're on Facebook just to hang out and see what's what? Not necessarily. Now, am I, disclaimer, feel disclaimed, am I saying that Facebook pages for your business are not important? I'm not saying that whatsoever. They're essentially important. Just understand the psychology of the user. If they're on Facebook, they're there to hang out and see what's what. Can I engage with my customer, my buyer on Facebook? Absolutely. But I want to realize the psychology of the user on the platform. They're there to hang out and see what's what. What about Instagram? What are people going to Instagram to do? Same thing. Hang out, see what's what. That's it. I go to Instagram to hang out and see what's what. What about Twitter? Hang out and see what's what. That's what people go there for. Now, what about YouTube? YouTube's a little bit different, okay? YouTube. So last summer I had to replace the radiator in my SUV, my vehicle. And I'm not really a mechanic, but I wanted to do this. I wanted to do it for myself, but I don't know how to replace a radiator in my SUV. So what did I do? I got onto my phone and I YouTubed it. I got onto my YouTube app and I searched for it. So what was I doing? I was there, the psychology of my brain in that moment, even though I use the other platforms, the psychology in my brain in that moment was different. I was there to do what? I was there to learn. I was there to learn. Was I there to hang out and see what's what? No. Can I go to YouTube to hang out and see what's what? I can, but the vast majority, the psychology of your buyer is probably what? To learn. What are they trying to learn? They're trying to solve or get a solution to the problem they're trying to solve. So what was I doing? I was trying to get a solution to the problem I wanted to solve. What was the problem I wanted to solve? Hey, I don't know how to replace a radiator in my vehicle. How do I do that? I YouTubed it. Well, I found the answer. Somebody had that solution to my problem. My problem was an education hang-up. I didn't know how to do that. Well, what did I find? I found out how to do that, and I was able to successfully replace a radiator in my vehicle. Why? Because I used a platform that taught me. The solution was, hey, I'm going to provide a solution to the problem you have. You're here to learn. I'm here to teach you, right? And your user, your buyer, your lead is probably using YouTube the same way. Okay. So if I own a clinic and I want to be able to help kids lower their fever naturally, what is that mom or dad? What is that mom going to type in YouTube in that search bar? How to lower a fever naturally. So what's her problem? Well, she wants to lower the fever in her kid naturally, but she doesn't know how. She has an education hang up. Well, she's looking for a solution to the problem that she currently has. So if I make a video, and I know how to do that, lower a fever in a kid naturally, what am I going to name it? I'm going to name it how to lower the fever in a kid naturally. So now she finds my video. She's able to learn from me. She's able to begin to know, like, and trust me. Is she going to become a follower? The likelihood does what? It goes up. Yes. And that's the person I want to sell to in the first place, is the person that's already seeking the solution to the problem that I can help provide for. So if I have a solution that I can help provide you with to the problem you're trying to solve, it becomes a much easier sale. This is an easier sale than trying to sell to somebody that's just hanging out and seeing what's what, right? This person's actively pursuing my product, my business, my service. Ooh, that's an easier sale. Which goes to the next slide. The woman who owns 50 pairs of shoes is certainly a better prospect for a 51st pair of shoe than the woman who owns none. Why? Because they already understand the value of owning a pair of shoes. So selling them on another one Is it going to have as big of an education gap? No, I don't have to educate them on the value of owning a pair of shoes. It's just, hey, I got another pair of shoes. Want this one? Easier sale, right? Then this person that doesn't have any, well, how much education do I have to give that person? Quite a bit more. So the gap between that person and the sale is much larger. Is that going to be a harder sale? Yes, I want easy sales and I want quick results and I want them fast. And I know you do too. And so that's why we're looking at these platforms differently. We're looking at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter differently than YouTube. YouTube is providing for the education hang up. So the education gap for your audience is much smaller when you use YouTube. So I could have a long education gap using a social media platform, or I could have a short gap with the person that's already looking to solve their problem. And I'm able to provide that solution to the problem they're trying to actively solve. Do I really have to show them the value? Not near as much. So is it an easier sale for the shorter gap using YouTube? Yes, they're actively looking for me and they're searching for me. By the way, YouTube is a search engine. It is the second largest search engine. That to Google. Google owns YouTube. That's why when you Google something, a lot of YouTube videos will often pop up. Furthermore, with social media sites like Facebook, you post, and what happens in the newsfeed? The post falls naturally. That's the way they're designed, and that's okay if we want to use it that way. But it falls, and it falls, and it falls. And their strategies kind of boost it for a little while, but they fall. Ultimately, they all fall. So with social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, those posts fall. However, with YouTube as a search engine, your content will grow and grow with more views and more views, and people keep searching that same topic. YouTube says, hey, this video becomes really relevant. I'm going to bump it into that search and I'm going to rank it higher and higher and higher. So the content actually grows. And as the content grows, I get more views. As I get more views, I get more watch time. YouTube says, oh yeah, I really like that video. And I'm going to push it up higher and higher in the search with time. So the content grows infinitely instead of falling. It begins to grow with time. Time becomes your asset with YouTube. The longer it stays on there, the more views it gets, the higher it ranks, which is a great thing for you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. So the takeaway, the platform you publish on matters. Can you use all of them? Yes. But if I'm looking for that short sale, that quick, fast result, looking for somebody that's already looking to solve that problem, which one's going to be the easiest one to use? YouTube, by and far and away, head and shoulders above the rest, right? Secret number 2, let's jump into it. How to ethically knock off your competitors and leverage the techie pieces of their ranked content that are under the hood without being techie yourself. Like I said, I'm not techie. You don't have to be techie to pull this off. So when it comes to ranking on YouTube, there are 4 major pieces that get your content ranked on YouTube. There are several pieces, but 4 major pieces that get your content ranked on YouTube. It is the headline. It is the thumbnail. It is the description. It is the tag. Okay, let's jump into those 4 main pieces. Headline. So when you go to YouTube, there's a search bar at the very top. So we gave the example, how to lower fevers in kids naturally. What is the mom going to type in this search bar? Exactly that. How to lower the fever in my kid naturally. Okay, so for a headline, for a title of a video, what do you think I need to name my video? How to lower the fever in your kid naturally. Because that's what they're typing. If that's what they're typing and YouTube says, hey, this video matches what they're typing, boom, they connect. How high do you think I'm going to rank in that search? Very high. Very high. So I need to name it. I need to name my headline what that user, that potential buyer, that lead is typing into this box. Okay. But here's what not to do with your headlines. So this is a video that was published a couple years ago, and they titled this video. So when you upload a video on YouTube, it calls it the title. It's a headline, but they call it title. We're going to call it headline for our purpose. But he had the headline as research that matters. Now, how many people are going to go over to YouTube and type in that search bar, research that matters? Very few, right? Could the video be relevant? Absolutely. Are people going to type that headline into that search bar? No. That's why there are only 14 views on this video. It was published 2 years ago. Okay. So that's what not to do. What do we need to do in that headline? Type what they are thinking. type what they are thinking. And a huge hack to this game is if your target audience is going to YouTube to learn, then they're likely going to type how to blank in the search box. How to replace a radiator in a car. How to lower a fever in a kid naturally. How to decipher XYZ. How to becomes a huge hack, an easy hack to the game. You see how easy this can be for you? And getting ranked on YouTube, boosting that video in that search for your customer. How to XYZ, whatever your product or service, whatever your solution is to the problem that they are actively looking to solve. How to blank. They're there to learn. So now I'm teaching them how to blank. Give them what they want. I'm giving them what they want right then, and then I can lead them down the path of coming to buy from me. Perfect. So the takeaway, headlines matter. Certainly, headlines matter first and foremost. Now, there's also the thumbnails, the description, the tags. The thumbnails, that little image that creates curiosity, that gets a person to click. So I've got to have an image right there. I've got to create an image instead of using what YouTube gives me, because when I upload a video to YouTube, YouTube gives me 3 arbitrary snapshots of my video. 3 arbitrary snapshots of my video. Now, do those images necessarily create curiosity and get the person to click? Not necessarily. So I need to upload an image as my thumbnail that creates curiosity, maybe even has some words on it, just like the example that I have over to the left. Those thumbnails, those images have words on them with a face and a name, but they have curiosity intrinsically entwined in them. Okay, so that's a thumbnail. Also need the description. The description is that paragraph format over to the right of your screen and talking about the video. So the more I can talk about the topic in the video and the content that I've just laid out in paragraph form, the more YouTube will actually boost that video, because it says, hey, if this is about lowering a fever in a kid naturally, and I talk about it in paragraph form in that description, then YouTube will boost it. But then I also have to come up with the tags, which is in the middle of your screen, those little word or phrases that align with my topic, my content that I am uploading. So now what I've got to do is I've got to find out what relevant tags align with my content, my video, which ones are ranking for YouTube. So I got to find all this stuff. Have you ever found all this stuff or try to do all this research, and it can become exhausting, whether it's making a thumbnail, coming up with an adequate description, or even researching tags? I'm here to tell you now, it's exhausting. And I've done it for myself. I've done it for clients. It's exhausting, which is why we've actually made this training. We don't want to have this as an exhausting experience. We want to cut through the clutter and go straight to the source. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. But to have the right tools, you got to have the right tools to help you out, to be able to come up with a thumbnail, come up with a description, come up with tags, and come up with a proper headline. So what tools could you use? Well, you could use any number of these: Ubersuggest, Smart Mockup, Canva, any of these. Keyword Tool Dominator, Answer the Public, Crello, Key Search, Free Convert, Zoho, WordStream, Keywords Everywhere, Clipping Magic, Thumbnail Blaster. Gosh, that's a lot. How many of you want to go through and get all of these tools and then learn all these tools and then implement and integrate all these tools? That sounds like a lot because it is a lot, right? Does that screen make you feel like this? Because it makes me feel like that, and it's overwhelming. And I don't want this to be overwhelming for you at all. It shouldn't be overwhelming, frankly. So what if you could replace all these with just one tool, one Swiss Army knife, so to speak, of creating, optimizing your content for YouTube? What if you could have one tool to do it all? And so the takeaway is you don't need to spend time getting and using all these tools. You need Content Alchemy. You say, Corey, what's Content Alchemy? It's the Swiss Army knife of creating and optimizing your content. So it's a software that guides you through the content creation optimization process. I'm going to show it to you because this is an all-in-one tool. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over to Content Alchemy, the software, and I've actually logged in. I've logged in, so I'm on the main dashboard here, as you see on your screen. I'm on the main dashboard of Content Alchemy that really we created. We created this because we were spending so much time and effort and energy with all of these different tools, all these gadgets and gizmos. Then we're paying for all of them, and it's really frustrating, and trying to hook all this stuff up and integrate all this stuff. And it's so time consuming. If you've ever created content online ever at all, you understand how much work it takes for one video. Just one. It could be 3 minutes, and it could literally take all day, if not days, for one video. It's 3 minutes. You say, how's that possible? Well, with all the things under the hood, it certainly is possible. And it's really, really frustrating. So out of that frustration, I said, there's got to be a better way to be able to streamline this, to get proper headlines, proper descriptions, proper thumbnails, proper tags, research the tags, and just have it all come to me really, really fast so I can create and then convert my buyer and do it efficiently, and then turn around and share that with our clients. So that's actually why we created Content Alchemy in the first place. We created this software to do, it's basically kind of that done for you. So if you're a one-man show or you have a team, because you can pass this off to your team. If you're that one-man show, you can do this really, really efficiently and fast. If you have a team, you can do this really, really efficiently and fast, and so can your team. But I'm going to show you exactly the inside of Content Alchemy itself. So I'm actually inside Content Alchemy, the software that we've created. I'm on the main dashboard, and I'm going to show you how quickly and easily you can create content for yourself, your channel, your business, and begin to almost instantly rank number one and convert your leads to buyers. So down at the bottom, you don't have to have an idea of what you want to create. Okay, I'm going to show you that as well. So down at the bottom, it's very step-by-step. It's very structured. Hey, click here to get started creating content. Okay, I wanted to make this as simple and as efficient as possible. And I'm a simple-minded person, so I want this to be simple-minded for anybody and everybody. So this becomes very user-friendly. So down at the bottom, click here to get started creating content. Okay, let's do that. I don't even have an idea of what I want to create. Well, it says number one, create content idea. Well, based on you hooking up the software with your YouTube channel, you get to pick your industry. Whether you are an accountant, a real estate agent, a chiropractor, or whatever kind of business, whatever kind of entrepreneur you sell online, you're in e-commerce, you're an info products, you're a coach, whatever the case may be, there are tabs for those. And based on that tab, whatever you've clicked on, hey, I sell info products. Well, then it generates ideas based on your industry. So I think I have it hooked up as info product right now. So now I have all of these ideas. How to create a digital course, how to get other people to buy your stuff. Okay, so if I know how to create a digital course because I sell info products, oh yeah, I can talk about that. Then I'll click on that. That becomes my idea immediately, okay? Or maybe I already have a topic. So if I needed a topic, I can come in here to this idea bank, or if I already have a topic I'd like to cover, and I typed in how to create an info product. Okay, just for simplicity, how to create an info product. So that's step one. Let's go to step two. Go to step two. So the software automatically, I didn't have to leave the software at all. The software automatically went over to YouTube and said how to create an info product. And it brought back to me all the top rated videos for that topic. Okay, so here's what came up on YouTube when searching for your topic. It came up with these videos. So these thumbnails, I now know what the thumbnail is named, or the video is named. So I have the thumbnail, I have the title or the headline, how to create an info product in under 48 hours, how to create and sell info products in 2020, how to create an info product and sales funnel, how to make 50 bucks a day selling info products, how to create an info product step by step. So now I have the thumbnail, I have the headline, I have the channel, how many subscribers I have, how many views this video has, when it was posted, I even have the description. So step one, I didn't even have an idea. Well, when I jump into step two, I have a working idea of what I want to create. Now it's step two, create a video headline. Well, let's model success. How to create an info product in less than 24 hours is now my idea. Okay. So now I didn't have an idea. I have an idea. Now I already have a headline. How to create an info product in less than 24 hours. I'm already on step three. Go to step three. Time to make your video. So now I make my video. I talk about how to create an info product in under 24 hours. Boom, I'm able to upload it. So I uploaded a video purely as an example right here, but I'm able to change my video, upload my video right here. Boom, I'm already on step four. Now, step four, create a video description. Well, these are the top rated descriptions that are showing up with those relevant videos that we just saw. You say, ooh, this guy, he's sharing a link to a video or a website or a funnel or what have you. I'm going to grab it, but it grabs it and tosses it down here. Let's model success by coming up with a similar description. Or maybe they talked for a little bit right here. Ooh, I like that. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm able to maybe say edit, edit. So I'm able to edit, so because I don't want to copy, I want to model success. So there are very specific things that made these videos successful. One was the headline. How to create an info product is what a lot of them were saying. So that's what we're putting in our headline. They had catchy thumbnails. So we're going to get to the thumbnail editor here in just a moment, but they also had great descriptions. So what am I going to model? I'm going to model these descriptions. So I'm going to put things that are similar to their description in my description. And I'm able to come in here and edit myself instead of having to go over to YouTube, find the description, click on the video, find the description, copy it, paste it over into a Google Doc, reword it, copy it, paste it over into my video again. I don't have to do any of that stuff because that takes a huge amount of time. It's a huge time waster. It's very inefficient and it's exhausting. And if you've ever done this for any length of time, you understand how exhausting that is. You don't have to do any of that here in step 4, create videos description. All I got to do is click, grab it, boom, boom. Make my final edits, and I'm off to step 5. Step 5, create a thumbnail. Okay, well, we've got several thumbnails in here. We got a full thumbnail editor suite. So if I want to come in here and say, hey, you know what? I like this thumbnail, for example. I'm going to use this. Well, this has a full thumbnail editor suite. Maybe I want to change the title. The title goes here, or maybe I want to put my image over here. All I got to do is click. So it's a drag and drop, super, super easy. So maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to put a sticker, maybe like an emoji. Okay, well, I want to put this little guy. I want to put him over here and I want to make him real big. Boom. I've already got some catchy images to my title, and I can come in here and edit this. Your awesome title. Okay, and so I can put that in there and I can move things around, and boom, I've got my thumbnail. So I can put images, I can put stickers, frames, there's background color. I can do whatever, whenever I want with my thumbnail. And you say, I'm not really good at creating thumbnails. You don't have to be good at creating thumbnails. We've got templates for you. We've got plenty, dozens and dozens and dozens of templates to go through to use to insert your title, boom, your picture, and you're done. And these become catchy, creating curiosity, and that's exactly what we want. And now we're on to step 6 already, create video tags. So these are those little words or phrases that get people to click that you can't really see on a video. You can't see these unless you have some kind of a Chrome extension, for example, that you're paying for. You can't see the tags that they're tagging on their video unless you're able to look under the hood. Well, to look under the hood, you got to pay to play. And then you got to be able to decipher which tags are relevant. Well, with Content Alchemy, you don't have to do any of that. It goes and grabs them for you. Frankly, it brings them back to the software. So I never had to go to YouTube. And frankly, it ranks them. It ranks them. Hey, here's the best one. Oh, I want this one that says ClickFunnels. It says number 2. All right. Well, down here at the bottom, it put ClickFunnels down here. Well, maybe I want a tag to be my name. Okay. Or I can say, hey, I want edit, which, I mean, that wouldn't be a tag, but I'm just showing you, hey, you can come in here and put whatever you want as a tag down here. How to create an info product in under 48 hours, how to get YouTube views, funnel hacking. So this guy's big in the funnel space. Maybe I want his name in there, but it's grabbing those tags for you. So I didn't have to have a Chrome extension, and it's ranking them for me. What a done for you system right there. How efficient is that? So let's go to the final step. Final step, you're all set. You have your content idea, how to create an info product. You have your video headline, how to create an info product in less than 24 hours. You already made your video, boom. You've created your description, the thumbnail that I'd already added this one in there just as an example. But you can come in here and edit it if you want, or the video tags, boom, edit those as well. Does everything look perfect? Publish your video to YouTube. Click right here and it publishes it for you. You never had to go to YouTube. Ever. You stay within Content Alchemy and you're able to come up with the idea, the headline, make your video, come up with your description, the thumbnail, the tags, all of it, publish from Content Alchemy. It goes over to YouTube and does all that stuff for you. You never have to even go to YouTube. How amazing is that? That is pretty cool. So what are the results from using Content Alchemy? I'm going to show you my results. Here are my results. So Corey, what's a Content Alchemy? We just went over that. Here are my results that I've already shown you. This is how I did it. I was using Content Alchemy. That's it. So I had a channel that didn't have a whole bunch of subscribers. I wasn't publishing consistently. I wasn't relying on a marketing agency, so no major following. And I wasn't stumbling my way because I had the step-by-step format. And I'm ranking number 1. How amazing would it feel to rank number 1 using Content Alchemy? Rank number 1 on YouTube and start getting those buyers. It'd be amazing, right? So would you like to stick around and see a unique offer for the software Content Alchemy? If yes, here we go. So introducing the 12-month access to YouTube growth hacks. Now it's a 12-month access to YouTube growth hacks, which is a membership area, which gives you the complete guide in terms of the complete YouTube channel growth blueprint. So you can do your videos, but there's also ways to optimize your channel, and you'll get 12-month access to all the trainings and tools that we provide to our students within the YouTube growth hacks 12-month access membership area. There's a plug and play system you can literally copy and paste into your business. So if you want to copy and paste into your YouTube channel, copy and paste into your business, you can use all the frameworks, all the blueprints that we have inside this members area, which gives you 12-month access. Namely, it gives you 12-month access to the software we just saw, Content Alchemy, which is the complete software that guides you through the content creation optimization process, which you just saw. Then it becomes intuitive. It learns what your audience likes. Instead of trying to endlessly come up with new ideas, it says, hey, I think your audience liked this topic. Maybe you should talk about that a little bit more. So it becomes intuitive and learns what your audience likes and begins to suggest new things, new content in the future, which is incredible. So you get a full 12-month access to Content Alchemy as well. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get 12-month access to YouTube growth hacks, which is all the back-end stuff specifically for the channel. It's a membership area. So you get 12-month access to all the systems, the frameworks, the plug and play system. If you want to copy paste into your business, you're able to absolutely do so through YouTube growth hacks. You also get the software, the 12-month access to Content Alchemy itself. And so this is a software as a service, is a monthly subscription as a $197 a month program. So for 12-month access, that is a $2,364 value. Now, what else will you get? You'll get a bundle 3 months of content in one afternoon. Now, how would it feel if you could bundle 3 months of content in one afternoon, number one? Number two, only make content 4 times a year instead of every weekend, or feel like, oh my gosh, every single day that I show up to work, I've got to create content 3 times a week for my channel because they tell me to publish consistently. You don't have to do any of that. You could bundle 3 months content in one afternoon. That means 4 times a year, 4 afternoons in a year, you can create your content and it begins to work for you all year long, 24/7, 365. And the customers are literally coming to you saying, hey, can I buy? Instead of you having to go chase them. They're coming to you because your content is working for you. So here's what you're going to get. YouTube Growth Hacks package includes the Content Alchemy software, the 12-month access. Like I said, it's a $2,364 value. You get bundled 3 months of content in one afternoon, which is a $1,297 value. So the total value, $3,661. You also get breakthrough calls, 2 of them with me. Feeling a bit stuck? We can cover whatever you want in these 2 30-minute phone calls, and they're going to be focused, laser focused, but we can cover anything and everything, including your content, your messaging, your offers, your funnels, the behind the scenes work. If you have questions, concerns, comments, we can deal with those in those breakthrough calls, and we can go over whatever you want, my eyeballs, me personally, yours truly, I will go over and look at your content. So your copy, your messaging, your offer, your funnel, your behind the scenes, whatever you want to cover, whatever you have questions, concerns on, you're going to get 2 of those calls with me, which is a $997 value. So now you're at a total value of $4,658. And you're also going to get the YouTube Growth Hacks private community. I want you to know this, that you are not alone in your journey. You're not the first, you won't be the last, I promise. You're not the first, you won't be the last in trying to create your entrepreneurial journey online using YouTube. Just that right there. So we've niched down online using YouTube as an entrepreneur. You're not in this alone. You're not the first, you won't be the last. We're going to have group coaching sessions every single week. So I'm going to jump on in terms of a Zoom call. So we'll jump in and we'll do this as a group coaching session. Bring your questions here. This is 12-month access as well. So we're going to do this every single week. So you get 52 times with me. So you don't just get 2 phone calls. You get 52 weeks with me going in and doing group coaching sessions. So 54 times we can have interaction over the next year. What will your success look like just 1 year from now, if you're able to have 54 interactions with a coach, guiding you step by step along the way, holding your hand virtually, so to speak, as you go through this process, will that accelerate your process and your success online? Of course it will. Of course it will. So access to private community. So total value, $5,155. Now, I had two choices. I created the software of really our own frustration of having to go get all these tools and integrate everything and hook things up. And it was really, really frustrating. And I don't want to do that anymore. But we created this. So we created the software out of that frustration. Now, the first option was not do this training for you and keep all this to myself, keep the software to myself, because I really made it for us to become more efficient. Or second option, share with you these incredible tools to help you maximize your message and your influence. Now, my question to you is, if all this did for your life was eliminate the time and frustration of trying to research and model what's already working on YouTube, having to go and dig and find and use these tools and cut and paste and put it over here and cut and paste and edit and put it over here and cut and paste and edit, it is frustrating. You can just cut out all of that mess. Would it be worth it? Give hours, if all this did for you was give hours upon hours of your time back so you can focus on your business and your family, would it be worth it? Or if all this did for your life was give you the freedom you deserve, would it be worth it? Now, since you're here today, total value is $5,155. A retail price, once we get out of beta, is going to be $1,997 for the YouTube Growth Hacks package. All the things you've seen in the bundle thus far. So you're going to get all of this YouTube Growth Hacks package. You can get it today for only $997. Go to www.yt for YouTube, ytgrowthhacks.com/start. You can get started right now. You'll get all the things that you see right here. You'll get 12-month access to the YouTube Growth Hacks membership area. You'll get the 12-month access to the Content Alchemy, the bundle 3 months of content in one afternoon. You'll get both of your breakthrough calls. You can schedule those whenever you want. If you want them right now, let's do them right now. If you want to wait a little while, you can wait a little while, but we can schedule those. You also get instant private access to the YouTube Growth Hacks private community. You get all of that today for only $997. Go to ytgrowthhacks.com/start. Now, I do have a special bonus right now. I do have a special bonus, which is instant content ideas. Instant content ideas, dozens of high-ranking content ideas based on your industry, as well as the complete framework for coming up with new ideas effortlessly. Now, the software is intuitive and learns, but what if you could couple that with a complete framework with coming up with new ideas effortlessly? How easy would that be for creating content? Right? So here's what you're going to get. The YouTube Growth Hacks package, which includes the Content Alchemy software, the 12-month access, the bundle 3 months of content in one afternoon, the one-to-one breakthrough calls, you get 2 of them, the access to the private Facebook community, and instant content ideas, which is for the first 50 people. So these are people that want to take action right now. So the people that want to take action right now, I'm going to give access to the instant content ideas. This is a total value of $5,652. You can get it all right now today for only $997. Go to ytgrowthhacks.com/start. When you go to that website, it's going to look just like this. Step 1, open up a new tab in your browser. Go to ytgrowthhacks.com/start. Step 2, fill out the access form so you can get started today. And step 3, all you got to do is click submit. That's it. You get the YouTube Growth Hacks program, everything you see here. Fill out your access form so you can get started today. Click the submit and boom, you are off and running. So here's what you're going to get. Everything you see here, get it today for only $997, ytgrowthhacks.com/start. And you can even pull up your phone. If you're watching this on a desktop, you can pull up your phone, scan this QR code, and it will take you to ytgrowthhacks.com/start. It's going to take you on the inside. And I look forward to seeing you there. We'll see you soon.